In continuation with our video modules of cosmetic dermatology, our today's video module is depend on the aging skin and its management. Aging skin, as all of you know, skin is the largest visible organ of the body. Skin is protective in nature and it is the first line of immune defense. Skin aging is defined as the progressive loss of structural and physiological function of the skin. In aging, skin aging, as it defined as there is a progressive loss in the skin of physiological, there is a structural loss in the skin, and at the same time physiological functional loss in the skin in the aging. Aging are due to intrinsic factors and extrinsic factors. Basically, there are two types of aging: intrinsic aging and extrinsic aging. In intrinsic aging, this deals with the oxidative stress theory, genetic theory, hereditary theory, because of hormones and psychological stress. In case of extrinsic aging, this deals with the effects of UV radiations, diets, nutritional deficiencies, smoking, pollution, environmental and climatic changes, and gravitational force. Basically, we'll see what happens in this intrinsic and extrinsic aging. As you know, extrinsic aging is because of photo damage and mainly because of ultraviolet exposure. This ultraviolet exposure degrades the antioxidants, and this release in the excessive elastin deposition, and this results in the aging. And in case of intrinsic aging, there is the metabolic changes in the skin, and this increases the ROS, and this will this will change the immune modulation, and this again results in the aging. Basically, the aging is of intrinsic aging and extrinsic aging. We will see what are the signs of intrinsic aging. The signs of intrinsic aging in the examination: first is the fine wrinkles. Whenever you see the fine wrinkles, then this is the sign of intrinsic aging. Another is the thin and transparent skin. If you see the skin, and if the skin is thin and it is transparent, this is again important examinative sign of the intrinsic aging. In intrinsic aging, the skin is dry and the skin is itchy. There is the itching and there is dryness or xerosis of the skin. Then intrinsic aging also deals with the graying of hair. The hair start graying in intrinsic aging, and there is hair loss, and there is the thinning of nail and ridging of the nails. These are the important examination signs of intrinsic aging. And in case of extrinsic aging, the signs of examination in extrinsic aging are: first is the photoaging. The skin becomes thickened and the epidermis become thickened in the extrinsic aging. There is the flaccidity, looseness of the skin. The wrinkles are the coarse. As you see, in intrinsic aging the wrinkles are fine, but in extrinsic aging the wrinkles are the coarse. There is the proliferative growth, telangiectasia, and post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. These are the signs of intrinsic aging and extrinsic aging. As the skin aging is different in age of 20s, aging is different in age of 30s, 40s, and 50s and above. In different age group, the aging is there, and accordingly we have to treat. In management part of aging, we have to treat the aging in the following things. First, there is the preventive management. Second is there is the skin care management. Third one is the topical management in the aging. Fourth one is the systemic management in the aging. Fifth is by minor surgeries we can correct the aging, and last one is the major surgeries with the correction of aging. Means we have to manage the aging accordingly. This theories. So first is the preventive. In preventive management, preventive management of aging deals with the nutrition. We have to take appropriate nutrition so that our skin pH is maintained and skin doesn't lose its physiological, functional, and structural, so that nutrition plays a very vital role in the aging process. And as all you know, the biotin is a good vitamin which is very essential for the hair and nails. At the same time, vitamin A and vitamin C, these are very important, and this nutrition is to be maintained. Another is the good hygiene. For preventive aging also, we have to maintain a good hygiene. We have to take a proper care of our skin so that we can treat our aging. Another is the avoiding stress. Stress releases the free radicals in our body, and this again is going to enhance the intrinsic aging. So you have to avoid the stress. At the same time, you have to avoid the smoking. These are the preventive aging factors. In case of skin care treatments of aging, you have to apply the good quantity of moisturizers and sunscreens. These moisturizers and sunscreens adds it plays a cosmeceuticals role, and this will help in the skin care or management of the aging. Applying the moisturizer, it will enhance your skin. It will replenish your skin. It will hydrate your skin, and at the same time, sunscreens. This will act as a UV protective moisturizers, and sunscreen also again it will enhance your it will protect and enhance your beauty of the skin. For another is the topical management of the aging. In topical management of aging, you have to use the antioxidants, topical antioxidants. You have to use the retinoids. Retinoids are nothing but the vitamin A derivatives. You have to use the alpha hydroxy acids. This alpha hydroxy acids, this exfoliates the skin, and this will collagen resynthesis takes place, and these alpha hydroxy acids are the alpha, beta, and these are nothing but the glycolic acid, salicylic acids. And another is the growth factors. We by applying growth factors also we can treat the aging in the topical treatments. In case of aging by the treatment of systemic way, in systemic we have to go for the hormonal replacement therapy, and at the same time you have to take the oral antioxidants, and these oral antioxidants will take care of free radicals, and this again is going to prevent the intrinsic and extrinsic aging. By minor surgeries, in many conditions we have to go for the minor procedures for treatment of the intrinsic and extrinsic aging. These minor procedures are pills. By chemical pills we do the skin rejuvenation treatment. By this skin rejuvenation, superficial dead layer of the skin is removed, skin is finely exfoliated, skin starts glowing, and there is the collagen resynthesis, and this is a very good effective office procedures in case of minor surgeries for the prevention, for the treatment part of aging. Another is the PRP, platelet rich plasma therapy. This again will help to treat the aging, both intrinsic and extrinsic. Botox injections, botulinum toxin injections are used nowadays for the treatment of wrinkles and for the asymmetry of face. Another are the radio frequency, non-ablative radio frequency machines are used for the minor procedures. Again, this will tighten your skin. This also will treat the looseness of your skin. Again, the near number of lasers, IPL lasers, YAG lasers. This again will help in the treatment of aging. And office procedures like microdermabrasions. In microdermabrasion, you do the superficial dead layer of skin is removed, and again this will help in collagen resynthesis. Major procedures in skin aging such as rhinoplasty, then blepharoplasty, then facelift, and dermabrasions. These are the major procedures, and by all these procedures we can do a good management of intrinsic and extrinsic aging. This is the chart which will give the idea regarding decade-wise management of signs of aging. In 20s, the signs of aging are the dilated pores and seborrhea, uneven skin tone, initial appearance of fine lines, and nasolabial folds. And for this signs of aging, the management part, as shown in the chart, we have to use the cleansers, we have to use the oral isotretinoin, microdermabrasion, chemical peels, nano fractional RF, and laser resurfacing. Also, in case of uneven skin tone, we have to use the topical skin lightening agents, then topical retinoids, oral antioxidants, chemical peels, glycolic, and Q-switch NDI. Again, in initial appearance of fine wrinkles, we have to do the chemical peeling. Botulinum toxin A injection are helpful. Then you have to do also the PRP. And in case of nasolabial folds, we have to do the multipolar RF dermal fillers. Similarly, in case of 30s, when the people will comes in the age of 30s, again there is the signs are the uneven tone and texture, topical treatment, oral as shown in the chart. Here the chart is given. Again, there is the glabellar and forehead lines, ptosis, flattening of the brows. And again, for this signs, we have to do the botulinum toxin injection, and we have to use the dermal fillers, RF, and these treatments are to be done for the management part. And in case of Fortis, when there is uneven tone and texture, you have to go for the topical retinoid and antioxidant therapy, then oral antioxidants, chemical pills. And for the nasolabial folds, smile lines, drooping of angle of mouth, and for this again the botulinum toxin plays a vital role. We have to go for the dermal fillers and also the radio frequency. And in case of 50s and above, the skin is dry and inelastic, so you have to use the regularly mild cleanser, moisturizer and sunscreen. The uneven tone and texture, again for uneven the same topical tretinoin, antioxidants, oral antioxidants, chemical pills. There is the deep furrows, then static lines, grooves, brow descent and lid ptosis, drooping of nasal tip. For that again the botulinum toxin, Botox is the very important. Dermal fillers are important, radio frequency is important. Then for skin laxity, drooping jaws, double chins, neck folds, botulinum toxin, dermal fillers, cryolipolysis. This is also a new advanced therapy for that. For proliferative growths, we have to do the Elman radiofrequency cauterization. Also the cryocauterization is also done for that. For ear lobe elongation and floppiness, dermal filler and surgical correction. And for the lips, to elongate and thin, dermal filler. So this is the very good chart which gives the ideas to for the science and management in 20s, 30s, 40s and 50s and above. So in this model of video model of aging and its management, we have seen the science of aging, the types of aging and the different management of aging.